Hello, Cancer. My dear Cancerian friends, welcome to your weekly reading with me, Cindy. Happy New Year. This is our first reading together in 2021. What do I have to say? So many things. This is a new style of reading. I would have done the fairies this week, but I was inspired through my own life to create this void of course moon reading. Now, in the middle of last week, I created a video that talked about this void of course. Also talks about why I'm not in my normal space, my normal habitat where you usually see me, and a bunch of changes going on for me, and I think that's it. Yeah. So I would recommend to go see that. The link is near the top of the description in here to kind of give you all the information about that. Yeah, so we're going to do this void of course moon. So void of course moon is a period of time where the moon, as it's moving through all 12 zodiacs in its 28-day cycle, it hits moments in time where it's no longer in the energy of the planet that it was being influenced by, but it's also not in the new energy of whatever zodiac sign it's going into. So when it's in the void of course, it's the only one influencing its energy. And it's a very interesting point to be in, because it's like the in-between, if you think about it. It's kind of like the in-between. It's like what I like to view as temperance energy, where the past is settling while the future is being paved forward for you. But what I see with this void of course is that it's not just the in-between. It's the in-between, but it's a period of time where you have the most influence over your life, your choices, what you're going to do. So energy from the past is not influencing you, and energy from the future is not influencing you yet. So we're going to look at those past, present, and future energies. There is an extended, the link is at the top of the description. In the extended, I continue to pull out cards to see where the future cycle energy goes for you. So we are going to start with the Moonology deck, which is the one that this void of course moon card comes from. I feel a huge energy change between you and Gemini. Gemini was like really, really fast, intense energy. I feel almost tired with yours. It's really funny. So I don't know if that's part of the cycle that you're going through. Let's see. We have 3 different oracle decks and a tarot deck that I'm using for this reading. The energy change is dramatic. I have to say that. Like, Gemini was fast, intense energy, and I could not get out enough words in that reading. And I'm in here, and it feels slow, it feels tired, it's quiet. Almost as if you almost feel like you don't have anything to say. Quiet, Cancer. I can't even explain it. I'm kind of hearing the message there's nothing left to say. I don't know if there's something that you're closing off that was very tiring, and you really feel like there's just nothing left to say, or you've said so much. You've had to say so much in regards to something, and at this point you just feel like there's nothing left to say. Your cards are like, they're challenging me too. I mean, they're not, I'm not getting like a quick, easy, simple story. I'm also hearing, Cindy, there's nothing quick and easy and simple about what I'm through. Wow, that I was looking at it over here and I was getting a message. I thought, huh, that's interesting. And then this clarified it. My gosh, you pulled out temperance in the temperance point. Okay, Cancer. What do we have here? We have, you're very close to achieving your goal, the gibbous moon. Crow spirit, co-create with spirit. Door to value. And justice. I'm moving this down because I'm going to talk in each section here. The cycle that you're soon to exit, maybe you've already exited it and you're already kind of going into this void of course moon, but I feel like this is almost telling me about a cycle before this. I really feel like you've been through something, you were going through something. It's going to sound funny, but it got clarified here for me when the Justice card came out with actually these two here. I feel like you've been trying to co-create with really just asking the universe to help you out here with something in some monetary form. Now, I started getting the message like something was taken from you. And that's what it feels like. It's almost like a cycle before this. Like if I was going to sit here and pull out cards and say, well, what was the cycle before this one? I feel like I would see cards of some sort of disagreement between you and someone else. And it actually like having to go to court. When this Justice card came out here, I felt very strongly that this was telling me you had to try to secure your funds and you needed to do that almost through like the court system, through some sort of physical legality here on earth. And you were also doing this like between you and spirit, like there was some sort of karmic retribution that needed to occur. And you're in that. But prior to that, it's almost like it was being taken away from you, or someone was trying to take it away from you. I don't know if this is like a settlement, like in terms of two people getting a divorce or separating, or a job, a contract with work. If you were promised certain funds and then they were like, oh no, sorry, we didn't really say that. Do you have that in writing? Like, I just feel like someone was trying to take something from you. And here, you're very close to achieving your goal. So this cycle that you're about to leave is about achieving this goal. Like, and I think that's why coming in here, I felt tired. Coming into this reading, I felt really tired, and it was like there was nothing to say. Like, you've just said everything you could say. You've signed everything you can sign. Like, you have championed yourself as much as you could. You have defended yourself as much as you could. And you are going to get this retribution. There will be something that will settle here. Now, you're going to heal. This is why you're quiet. I feel like this is why you're quiet. You're in the void and you're really holding it in that space as a void. It's almost like you can feel that you have dropped this energy from the past. This energy from the past for you, it does feel so tiring and depletive. And now, so, okay, what you have here in the void, you have confidence is your key to success, new moon in Leo. Then you have dolphin spirit. This and that are true. I feel like this is linked over here. It has some sort of connection with that. Blossoming abundance. There we go. This almost feels like new growth, new hope after the death of something else on this end. And then you have temperance, like continuing to heal. You are really, like, you are holding this void as a true void. It's quiet. It's like sitting in a field in the spring and nothing's come up yet. And it's almost like with your head on the ground, and if you listen carefully enough, you can hear the little tiny plants starting to come up. Like, that's how quiet and calm it feels like in your void energy. This is a period of healing for you. You're growing your confidence. You realize this may have even had to have pushed you to say things about yourself or see yourself in a way that you didn't acknowledge before. And I mean, like, really seeing your value. If someone's trying to take your value from you, that can be the catalyst to say, hey, wait a second, I have some value here. You're not taking everything. I just feel like something like that going on here. Just wait a cotton-picking minute there. Got some value and you're not taking it all. So confidence is your key to success. You really feel that now. I feel like something has pushed you, Cancer. It almost feels like a few cycles even beyond this. And it's kind of come to an end here. That's what you're leaving behind. And boy, you had to fight for you. And you coming out here, you're feeling a new confidence. And I think you're also seeing things for what they are. This and that are true. So if you were involved in something, even if it's just sitting at a meeting with people, and maybe you're with a coworker who you two are not getting along, or someone wants your position, there's something that you've been involved in. I feel like you've had to kind of in a way defend yourself. You've had to speak up for yourself, and I don't feel like it's something that you would normally do. I'm kind of feeling like whoever's resonating with this, you typically would function on the level that my actions speak for themselves. I govern myself this way, and I mean, you know yourself to be true and honest and have a moral standing, and it's almost like someone has been trying to pick at that, whether that's to save themselves from looking bad, or it's just this and that are true. Like, you're just going to meet people that just don't see you as who you are. People who want what you have. I don't know. Something's going on here, but you're really seeing things differently. You're coming into springtime, and you are allowing the past to settle. And I don't feel like you're in any rush for the future, to be honest. I feel like you are welcoming this void of course moon, because there's no other energy in it. I know, even though I always find this kind of interesting, that in the tarot, the moon card is Pisces card. But in terms of planetary influence, Cancer, the planet that's associated with Cancer is the moon. So how natural for you to finally say, oh, finally out of that zodiac sign. Before I go into that one, because the moon is a busy little girl. She's going around all these, in the 20-day period, she's got to do it again, and then again, and again. It's like a Kit Kat break. It's like, I've seen it like those old advertisements, you know, the mom or the dad or whoever busy in the house, and the kids are pulling on there and doing it. And all of a sudden, I don't know what's happened, but the kids went outside for 5 minutes. The spouse is out the door. The dog is gone. They took the dog for, everything is quiet. Right? Like, I feel that, Cancer. I feel like you've taken this void of course moon, and you are just sitting in your energy and loving it. Like, oh, this feels so good. I'm not rushing out of this. It's almost like getting in the bubble bath. I'm in no rush to get out. If it starts to cool off a bit, you just drain a bit of water and you turn that hot water back. You go again, move it around. I can sit here for another hour. It's good. This is what you are healing. You are healing from something that you've had to work through. Oof. Now, so do you want to know about the future? Because I feel like you're really sitting in this void of course saying, oh, it's good to be in my own energy right now. It's good to be in my own energy. I want to look at these more closely. I haven't even read them. Ah, look at though, your future. Oh, beautiful. You weren't even allowed to be in any kind of energy, but almost, I don't want to say chaos. It doesn't, well, maybe it was for some of you. Because it's a gibbous moon and it's a Leo. That this energy of confidence. But I think confidence was almost thrust upon you, like incidences thrust upon you to force you into this confidence, to force you into speaking up for yourself. But look at you, your future cycle is your energy. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Oh, emotional bliss. I'm hearing emotional bliss. Like, thank God, emotional bliss. And look at cow spirit. The miracles are endless. The miracles are endless. Emotional bliss. I love this cow. She's so sweet. And look at, she's covering herself in all those beautiful flowers that she knew was coming up. And she's putting them on. She said, I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm going to look my fine self because I have the confidence to do that, right? Yeah. But now, so then you have broken heart and 3 of Pentacles. Let's look into that. This heart here feels like a final tear. Oh my gosh. This is the final tear. This is how you get emotional bliss. It's the final tear. Okay, let's get right into this. I know you're so calm in this void, but I'm gonna, let's see. I feel like this is the final tear. And whatever happened like in this past with the Justice card, the Daughter Value, the Crow Spirit, and the Gibbous Moon, and energy even before that, I think that was heartbreaking. And I'm hearing like, it's heartbreaking. It had to have been people that should have known your value, should have respected you. Like, these people should have known your value. This person should have known your value. The final tear. Oh, you are very clear. I'm going to put this in the right order. You are very clear. The King of Swords, the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Wands, and the 8 of Wands. Ooh. You are coming out very clear. You are guarding your heart. You are guarding your heart a little bit. That's fine though. I mean, I think you have every right to do that with whatever you've been through. You are guarding your heart. You have 2 6s sitting here side by side. Not knowing where the universe is really taking you here, but you know it's a hell of a lot better than where you've been. It's a hell of a lot better than where you've been. And you're taking yourself for, so your mind, your heart is hurt here. You're not guiding yourself with your heart right now. I won't say, well, probably not right now, and not in the void, and not in the near future anyways, okay? Actually, I want to say I don't know that you would you will guide yourself with your heart until you've healed it, right? And that makes a lot of sense, because if you're using something as a compass, something to help guide you, it should be working properly. So you're very clear in your mind, and perhaps too, like you have the Justice card. So you have had to be very clinical in your thinking. You've had to be very strategic, and this is that energy. And it is also putting some sort of mental faith in the universe. And then you guide yourself passionately. You're guiding yourself with the deep inner spark of life that I like to say, you know, when the heart is broken, I don't know, I swear to God, somebody's sending things through the channel for me to say. I stopped myself, I didn't, oh my God. It's almost like telepathic messages to make me put my foot in my mouth, but in a really bad way. So, I'm not saying that. You are guiding yourself in a very passionate way. Let's just say that. Your passions will guide you. And I think this will help to heal your heart because it will help bring some excitement, some joy, some feeling of like just happiness, but on a creative level, right? I hope you're kind of getting the difference between like going with your heart and going with other parts of you. So let's look at this Three of Pentacles, because the Six of Wands and the Eight of Wands are heading towards there. Isn't that fascinating the way they're, can you see that? I'm not in my regular spot and I don't know what you can see. Did I pull it down for? Anyways, it's going that way. It's heading there. This Three of Pentacles. Oh. Oh, so many. Wow, that card. Did you see? I caught you. Trying to hide your feelings. See? I can tell. Oh my God, that's a lot of cards. Oh boy. There's a whole story here. What is this story? Just have to keep pushing everything down. Oh, Cancer. Okay. The Eight of Cups. I feel like you're, yeah, you know what? There's no cups over here. You got wands and you got swords. That's okay. You've got the Eight of Cups, so you are pulling away your emotions. You don't have any to give right now. I feel in the near future either. Oh, this is the little one that's trying to get away. That was the one cup. It's the Five of Cups. You have disappointment. Your heart is sad. Your heart is sad. You have disappointment. You want to walk away from your emotions. You need time for this last tear to fall. You do want like connection with people. But there's a sense of being guarded. You have the Four of Wands and the Seven of Wands. Like, it's almost as if you want it and you don't want it. You're sure, but you're not sure. It's like your deeper self, like your... I want to say this reminds me of kind of like, well, it is actually like a fire sign energy, because you have confidence is your key to success, Leo. That's what you're working on through here. Like you are, I'm really focused on your future, because that's where the interesting story is sitting for me with you. This is pretty clear about your void space healing and really like nothing influencing it. Really nothing influencing it. I've already talked in great detail about that past cycle, but this future cycle, you and your loved ones are safe. Miracles are endless. This is a story about being on your journey towards emotional balance. It's a beautiful story, but there's, you know, the struggle that comes with that. And using the elements in yourself that you feel like you can trust at the time. I don't feel like you can trust your heart. And it makes a lot of sense if we think about that, like how are you guiding yourself? So you're guiding yourself from what I would say, you're utilizing air and fire energy. You really are. You got the Four of Wands, the Seven of Wands, you have the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Swords. But then you have the Empress and the Hermit. And this Five of Cups. I feel as though you're so disappointed. Swords and the Queen of Swords, it feels as if something doesn't end naturally, it's taken away. Like, you've been through so much. And then the Hermit. This sense of isolation. I'm going to be honest. What I'm seeing right here is, it's baby steps. Baby steps after being through something quite rough and difficult. Is allowing, if the passionate creative side of you, that little spark of life is sitting in there, let's see where that takes me today. And I'm backing off a bit and maybe not doing much or interacting much with anyone for a day or 2 or 3 or 4. It's almost like being in this energy of the future. You kind of want to go back into some of this void of course. You could be like really empathic too, or whatever you've been through has really triggered your level of empathic ability, and you just can't give much of it anymore. Like, you really need to go back into a bit of hermit mode, go back into self-reflection, go back into grounding yourself. I feel like you are spending a lot of time thinking about, or you will be spending a lot of time thinking about situations or things that you had truly hoped for, abundance, in ways that it hasn't happened, or it's been taken away, or it seems like the universe has denied you access to this. It's like, doesn't it feel like the hermit, like, I'm really feeling you almost like this hermit here. This hermit, the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Empress on this side. It's like trying to get to something that you really want, and it's almost guarded, or like the path is destroyed. It's just... Let's see what the mirror, let's go right to this miracle. I feel like this could even be here to convey a message to you. I was going to say, I know somebody, I did a reading this week, and somebody had something about miracles, but it was believe in the impossible for Aquarius. I feel a little bit of that for you. Miracles are endless. What is this message? It's the Chariot card. You are the miracle. You are the miracle in your story. You don't, maybe you won't see it. I don't know that you're going to see it right away. Is there anything else? The Tower, the Seven of Cups, and the Four of Swords. There's a lot of drama sitting over here. I feel like there's been a lot of drama between you and things that you truly desire. Whether those things that you truly desire are people, places, opportunities. There's almost like something comes through and can disrupt it. There's something that's healing. I know it, part of it from what I'm seeing here is you, your heart. Energy could be healing in its own way too. I don't think I've ever said anything like that before, like the energies around you. And I don't just mean people. Somehow the energy of the space is healing to produce miracles in the future. You and your loved ones are safe. You and your loved ones are safe. The Page of Pentacles, this could be something specifically for a child or children. If that's something you need to know. that there will be miracles. You are a big part of this miracle in this story, in your story. You and your loved ones are safe. If there is someone younger than you, either someone younger than you, someone that you might be the guardian of, you guys are okay. You will be okay. I don't even know how to move this. There's so many cards. I just want to look at your blossoming abundance and temperance, and then I'll... interesting. Your underlying card, you have work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. Elephant spirit, learn from the past. I think the past has had a lot to do with growing your confidence here and working through fears. Blossoming abundance. The Justice card. If Justice is closing something off for you, Justice is also opening something up for you. But I don't think it will open up wide until you're ready, or until energy is healed. Space and time is healed. Yeah, I really see in your future here is working through, being guided by what's working for you. And you know, if anyone calls you out and says, well, what, you know, you're not being very, you're not really opening up with your emotions lately, or not. If it doesn't feel like it's working right now, don't, right? Like, I just see you working with what feels right for you as you move into the future. There you go, Cancer. I am going to go do the extended and see where this energy continues to go. The link is at the top of the description. Thank you so much for allowing me to do that reading for you guys. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.